Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fairway Media's presentation of Columbia Cup Slinging the Mud 2, MP40 Round 2, Part 1. We are at Lucky Mud Disc Golf Course in Skamokawa, Washington. My name is Jesse Tomaino, and I am joined by Adam Fletcher, the course owner and designer of Lucky Mud.
What's up, everybody?
These are the guys we're getting to watch. Gillespie, Werth, Baldwin, and Etienne.
Real treat watching these guys play. Old dogs right here. These guys are both, actually, Mike and John are in the MP50 division, coming down to our level here on MP40. It's showing the young bucks what's up.
Coming down and taking our money. Sponsored by Westside Disc.
Okay, hole one. It's par 3, 317 feet. It's got a real low ceiling, so most people should be throwing some kind of mid here. You see the occasional forehand, but trick is to keep it real low, not run past this basket. Don't think too much, but it's a good one to get starting off.
Yeah, this is a great starting hole. Down to the hanging basket here. John Baldwin lining up his shot on hole one. John actually in round one set the course tournament record at 14 down.
I think it was the second time he saw it.
Go in. Go in.
Crazy. And there's another good one.
Shots like that.
This is Mike Big Dog Werth, just 2 strokes off of him.
Another good one.
Wow. The guy you want chasing you. Big dog.
Etienne at 9 down to start.
Safe.
And Mike Dizzy Gillespie at 8 down, but leading in mullet category.
Yeah, of course. Mike's been playing this course since we put it in. He played a lot of the old tournaments here.
Super good guy. Ton of fun to play with.
A nice bid from Dana there.
Dizzy gives it a good go, but comes up a little short.
Big dog with a good look here.
And that's going to trickle down the hill behind the basket. And Jonathan coming back up the hill after a perfect drive. Oh.
Yeah, if you don't hit one of those trees, that's where you end up, and it's at that point you can get rolled down and even get a bogey from a birdie putt. So it's a tough green.
Yeah.
Big dog makes good on his par.
Thank you.
Nice save from Mike.
Everybody else should just tap in and clean up their pars as well.
Good job, brother.
Yeah, it's a good one to get, but you know, it's not mandatory to get that. I'd say maybe, I don't know how the scoring average was, but maybe 1 out of 3 people get that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close. Right around 2.6, 2.7.
Here we are on to hole 2. It's par 3, 293 feet. You got to hit this gap and then either go to the left of those trees, or most people take the main gap up the center, over the old milking parlor. You flex something to the right and kind of finish back, but it is a tricky green, a lot of rollaways. Forehand is one decent play that you have.
This looks like it's going to get down there pretty far. Maybe a level short of the basket. This fairway kind of goes down in plateaus.
You should have a look.
Big dog does take that forehand play.
I think he got hung up a little.
Dana likes that idea as well. Oh yeah.
Nice shot. But you got a little bit of a roll away there, but that was a pretty clear line.
This looks a little more inside, but it's getting down there.
Yep, not a bad place to miss.
Oh, shit.
Mike's still got a little work to do.
Yeah.
This is Dana from below the basket. Oh, big putt.
There you go, Dana. Over the ferns.
That's a great 2 to get after going long in that one.
I think Dana had been playing some pretty good golf leading into this tournament as well.
Absolutely. Couldn't see through the fern, but I think that was just a little short.
Mike
This
sees
is
his
for-
par.
Exactly.
Yeah, buddy. Good save.
Boom.
Didn't look easy.
Good snap, big dog.
Sorry, I just had to reach.
Get 2 replays in 1 hole. That's some good putting.
Oops.
Everybody cleaning up. Moving on to 3. Hole 3, it's a par 3, 296 feet. Dead ahead, you have what we call the catcher's mitt. So the play is really to the left side of that, something kind of turning over, flexing back, or just right up the gut. There's also a little bit of a hyzer line on the right side. Most people would just shoot the gut with a fairway or a 10, 11 speed driver.
Yeah, this is a fun one. This is one of my favorite holes here on the lower section at Lucky Mud.
Yeah, it's been hit a few times, but it's right there in front of you. It just has some pretty good sort of terrain change, so you really have to push it high enough to get over that first hump.
It's like no problem for Dana. This is flexing back as well. Great shot.
Yeah, really nice shot there. Like John's on the dance floor as well.
Oh, big dog got that turned over a little too quick.
Catcher's mitt got him.
And I think Dizzy just started that out a little wide, a little early.
Yeah, Mike should be able to get up and down from there.
And same with Gillespie. John from about circle's edge.
That sound.
Let's see if Dana can correct on that. Oh, yeah.
Nice putt from Dana there. Yep.
Catches the back end of it. Mike from
He
about
plays
this,
on consecutive holes.
he's tearing it up, man. Off to a hot start. This is to save par for Mike Werth.
Wow.
And Dana with the only birdie.
For everyone, but yeah, kind of a slow start for everyone not named Dana. I'm sure those guys would have liked to pick up a few.
Certainly
Certainly Mike with the bogey doesn't want to give too many up to John there. Plenty of golf to play. We are hole 4. It's par 3, 374 feet. You have a double mando. Got to keep it pretty low, push it ahead, and sort of finish left. There's the basket down a couple levels. So I believe this drops approximately 25, 30 feet in elevation.
Super cool, specific shot that this hole demands of you.
Like that's leaking a little left for Dana.
Catches some of that branch on the left mando tree.
Yeah,
That's a good looking shot.
That's
Perfect.
perfect. That's money. Slow down. Slow down.
I'd say that might have
It didn't
ran
sound
past
close.
it a little bit.
Wow.
Perfect height.
Good try.
Hey, do better next time.
Yeah, that was just what you want. Dizzy.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, I am just getting.
Little high. Couldn't get through that.
That's a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Be right up there for Mike. John with a very smooth approach.
Dana gave it a go.
Yeah, I think he's feeling that putter. That looked pretty good.
And this is where Dizzy's drive ended up. What a great shot.
Heck yeah.
Way to beat up that brand new basket.
He is on the board as well.
Good deuce to pick up for sure.
I think they're talking about where he may have hit the band.
Yeah, he was hyzering out enough at the basket to he wouldn't have been where he putted from had he not hit something. So I'm a believer.
Couple inches high.
Now I'm gonna have to go out and look at that basket and see if I can see that scratch.
Gotta be the dent.
Looks like it's under the C. Where is it, Mike? Okay.
Angle
Thanks.
too with a white disc.
Good looking out.
Something lighter.
Here we go, hole 5, par 3, 380 feet. Plays a lot longer than that. Really, the shot is, throw it as far as you can. Don't go in the pond, which is OB.
And this is in the new long pin position, right?
Yeah, we stretch it out. I would say it's a 3.5. We have the short pin, which is pretty gettable just behind that tree. But yeah, if you have 400 plus, you'll have a long putt on this one if you can get it up there.
Yeah, we used that short pin in round 1 at this tournament, but figured why not see if any of these guys could get up there to this long one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a separator than the short one. And if it's going to be a 3.5, it might as well be a 3 and, 2/3. I don't know. it's pretty long for an advanced player, But anyway, it's fun.
Well, it doesn't look like anybody's threatening the circle on this one, but we'll see if it separates in the other direction.
Yeah, it's a lot of times you think you can just sort of run at it until you hit the front of the basket. So there's enough trouble to have quite a few 4s get picked up on this hole, just because that putt is uphill and kind of tough.
No Firebird.
Wow.
I totally got through that hard too.
Yeah, these guys have left themselves a little more work than they wanted, the first 2 to approach.
Friendly.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
You're 4
Real,
feet away.
real nice effort from Mike.
Sweet.
Or from Mike there. That's
Let's hope the round
not
gets
an easy
easier than that, fellas.
Not at all. And Mr. Baldwin gives it a go as well. Looks like Big Dog and Dan will have a little work. Yeah, that's going to be another 4 for
Dana with another solid putt.
and everybody else should scrape up their pars and move on to hole 6.
It seems like that hole gets one person every time. Maybe one birdie,
Yep.
one bogey. So moving on to hole 6. It's par 3, 384 feet. You can see sort of where the drone's flying is almost where you want your disc to fly, except push the back line on a hyzer line and dive it in there. Some people will run it up the gap on a little more of the flex line. I'm guessing most people will take the outside. Looks like Dizzy's going a little tight with it.
He is down in that gully that we chose not to play as OB for this tournament. That normally would cost him a stroke there.
Get way left.
I think if you make it to the gully, it should be a stroke.
There you
so,
go.
but,
That's longer than last
didn't
time.
get it in time, and I still had a little work to do on it. So moving forward, that will be OB. Looks like a nice shot from Dana there. He'll have a putt.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just want to make sure it's clear and well marked.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I really like this look from
And I
Mike.
heard you got to...
He's pushing.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
nice.
sorry, Jesse. Go ahead.
That might have gone past a little.
I think I'm.
Oh, no worries. I heard just last week you got a new bridge on this hole.
Yeah. Sean Chapman does a lot of help, gives us a lot of help out here. He's done as much as anybody to get this place looking good, and he put a new cart-friendly bridge on this hole, which is nice because a normal cart has about a half-inch clearance on the old bridge, and I think it was wobbly too. So
Yeah, and he does some good work, so I'm sure that bridge will be there for a long time.
Nice too.
indeed, I believe, yeah, he had some really good thick timbers that are going under there. So we'll say 20.
Nice try, big dog.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Big Dog with a good birdie, as well as Dana. Mike cleaning up his par.
John doing the same.
Okay, moving on to hole 7. This one actually got moved back a couple years ago into a par 4. So you have about, I would say, 330 to carry the OB, about 250 short if you want to lay up. And then the second shot goes up to this tree, which very recently has broken. But really, you just want to get it across on your first and just sort of get it into that tree. A lot of people will lay up. It's still a birdie opportunity with the layup.
Yeah, it's with the Mandos that you've got to get through and carry the 330. A lot of the time, the safe play is to lay up and attack on your second shot.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's how I play it. Unless I'm feeling good about myself.
Oh yeah, every once in a while, feeling a little frisky.
There you go. That's really good.
Exactly. There you go. Looks like a good shot from Dizzy there. That's where you want to be, somewhere over the road.
better.
Looks like John's leaking a little right, but still in a great spot.
In front of it. Good.
Oh yeah, very smooth. Doesn't look like he's throwing very hard, and then it just goes.
For sure.
Dana with I think Dana's gonna have a putt with that. That was a really good shot. Mike's just pitching around the Mando.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all you can do. Smart golf.
Get up there. Just go.
That looks like he gave himself a chance with that.
For sure. Yep. Dizzy with really a textbook way to play that hole. You can push up, then you got that little forehand in. Same with John. He's just got a nice, easy up. Good.
Mr. Werth came up just a little short.
Yeah, I thought that carried. Really
Not
good
the
look.
not the start to the round he was looking for.
No, I don't think so.
Dizzy carried a little long. You can see the pond in the background.
Yeah. Good one.
The house is right above that, and it is a gorgeous place to stay for a weekend of disc golf.
Yeah, I think we have it pretty good because we get all sorts of cool people coming out and playing golf, which is, I would say, better than the usual clientele you could get at a bed and breakfast. So we're pretty lucky to have everyone come out. And I would say 80% of the business we get is disc golfers, which is how we want it.
That's amazing, and gives you an excuse to stop working on the course and play around and show everybody the way around the course.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it's great. It really is. It really is a pretty good life we've made out here. Here we go, hole 8. It's a turnover, par 3, about 381 feet.
Simmer.
That's freaking so far down the hill.
Really,
That's
trying
not
to
quite
get the
gonna
right
hold,
height
but
on it, so
Medic.
yeah, so it doesn't leak out. Looks like there's a little wind out there, Jesse.
yeah, this is a good one. Good one to pick up.
Yeah. Great height.
Looks like John will be a little bit on the uphill side.
That'll give John a look.
Through. You're okay. Fine.
Dana was early, but he came out of it and won't be penalized too much for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Too much turn.
4.
I think Mike might have caught a bit of that headwind. Good look from Dizzy there.
Dana gives it a good bid. Oh. Another good
All
putt.
good looks.
And everybody should knock in their pars and move on.
Yeah, sometimes these whole fairways 7, 8, and 9 in tournaments like this, there's times when, there's people in each other's fairways. So there's a bit going on in this stretch of the course, the 10 as well, and they're all parallel to each other. So you can see people in the background. It's a party.
Sometimes you just gotta borrow a little bit of somebody else's fairway.
Exactly. So moving on to hole 9. This was previously the Cartman hole, but now we took them away and put another basket there. Par 3, 267. You're really looking at it. The basket sits in a Pacific willow grove, so the putts can be a bit tricky. Really, you want to land center or left.
Nope.
Yeah, this is a fun, tight little protected green. And even leaking out left like that, Dizzy may have a look through the branches of that willow.
Yeah. I like that shot from John right there. If you can get it deep through that gap to the right, it opens up to a nice birdie look. So I think he'll like where he's sitting.
Dana's is coming out a little early, joining Dizzy over there on the left side.
T-Bird. And he skipped.
Yeah, it's like Mike as well. They're all going to have a look.
He was low enough
Circles
to
there.
squeeze a little bit.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Great putt. Great putt from Mike.
I don't know.
I believe the only other person I know that has that stance is Lowell
Which one's
Shields,
closer, that
and
one or
he's
that one?
also one of the best putters around. So it must work.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense to me, but man, they go in.
Yeah, it's body mechanics.
Yeah.
Real nice putt from John there too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got some cool picture-in-picture replays from fairwayDGmedia here. Well, this is a cool putt framed up for Dizzy.
He's hoping not to hit the one twig. But we probably can't see.
Flying right around my head. Oh. Might be a prom night.
A little bit of a hole there behind the basket. I think Damon's probably about 3 or 4 feet below it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have much of a problem.
All arm, no body.
I know.
Brutal.
These guys
Oh.
clean up their pars and move on to a
You dirty rat.
big hole 10.
Yeah, so hole 10, it is one of the only par 4s on the course, 570 feet, call it the driving range. The greenhouse you see there on the right is out of bounds, also a out of bounds right and long. You can see the red stakes. Coming up to a double mando that you have to get through with a low ceiling. It's only about 100 feet past that, moving left. But you really want to give yourself an angle for that second shot. Don't need all the distance, but it's all about the angle.
Turn more. Oh, no.
This is going to be a little farther left than he wants. Be real pinched off to try and attack that gap.
Yeah, I'm sure John wishes you didn't throw it that hard.
Yeah.
I like that play from Mike. When you finish a little right, you're always going to have a look on your second in. You might be pushing that OB line a little bit. But.
I like that. I like that. Good line.
Simmer.
That looks pretty great.
Should be looking right up.
Yep. Just what you want to do there. Dana might have a look if that didn't leak out too much on him. I think he can still make that corner.
Forehand roller at the best.
Otherwise, he's playing from there, right? Or, oh, no, there.
See something tricky to try and get around the corner here. A forehand roller.
Good play.
See that shot a lot on the second shot on this hole.
You really do. John made that look pretty easy. Right in the gap.
Get in there. Go, go, go.
like Mike.
Right there, yeah,
A little
I'm
bit
ready.
early. Don't know if he quite made it through there.
That was a lot early.
Made the Mando tree.
You made the Mando.
Yeah. Mike, dizzy with a real good look on this, and sometimes the play is just to even skip it off the top there.
Oh, Michael David. Please put up there.
But I
You
think
gotta
Yeah,
that's
it's tough to get it far enough left in the air sometimes, unless you've got the right
Yeah.
angle.
John should have no trouble picking up his par there. Really nice approach.
Another forehand roller on this one.
I think Dana made that work. The old C10. At some point we'll remove some of the antiques from the fairway.
It's character.
Right. I'm surprised how many offers I've had on that truck.
Really? Are they willing to
Yeah.
come take it off the property?
You know, I don't know about that. I think it'd be a couple $100 if anyone would do that.
Nice.
There you go,
Sure.
Dana picking
No
it up.
bogeys today.
Really good par save there.
Yeah, man. He is putting lights out here in the front 10.
Yeah. When you get,
We are playing a 21-hole layout. Yeah. So yeah, 21-hole layout. So we're seeing the first 11 holes on this video, and we'll see the back 10 in part 2.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a rough miss.
yeah. I know Mike was really hoping for the birdie on that one. So, and John with a real good par from where that first shot was. He made that look easy.
Absolutely.
Mike Werth with another bogey. Too bad that hole is pretty tricky. Moving on here now to hole 11, par 3, 246 feet. Pretty much a low hyzer line. You got that tree to beat and keeping it low. There is a back door here, but I would not suggest it unless you're left-handed.
Yeah, man. Even then, find another way. That's you kick left and go down that hill at all. Good luck even finding your disc.
Yeah, it really is the pit of doom there. But really, all you need to do is what John did.
Yeah, pretty pure. This hole may only be 246, but it plays a lot longer. It is just enough uphill with a low ceiling that needs some good power to get it up there.
Yeah. These guys are making it look real easy, taking that tight gap and skidding right to it. Like Mike Gillespie was able to fight through a little bit and get up there to a putt.
Yeah, everybody having a putt on this one is a pretty good result.
Yeah, these ferns here that Mike's behind seem to catch a lot of folks getting up to the basket.
Let's go, Dana.
Thank you.
Continuing his strong round.
Yeah, he's on a march. Got some really, really good putts this round and playing quite consistent. John with another one.
Let's see, John.
2 birdies and 2 pars. Seems like about the average on that hole. So that was the front 11 of round 2, Slinging the Mud 2 out at Lucky Mud Disc Golf Course. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you on the back 10.
Like and subscribe to Fairway Media.